chosen one, pause right here. If you turn away after this moment, you may walk past something that will not come around again. This is not ordinary timing. You did not arrive here by chance. You did not stumble onto these words randomly, and you are not hearing them without purpose. This moment was arranged. You were directed here because something is shifting, and you are meant to sense the weight of it now. If you scroll away, if you postpone, this exact doorway may never appear again. What is reaching you is not background noise. It is precise, it is personal, and it carries urgency. Here is what may unsettle you. Some of what you were taught was incomplete. Some of what you accepted as truth. Some of the ways you learned to navigate life. Even certain things you trusted were misaligned. And now correction has arrived, not later, but now. You were selected to hear this before many others because timing matters more than you know. You may feel discomfort, resistance, or confusion as these words land. That response is not an error. It is the reason you must remain here. Your awareness is expanding. What others cannot perceive is being clarified for you. The quiet hopes you carried, the prayers you spoke in secret, the outcomes you believed would come someday are no longer distant ideas. They are moving toward you in real time. But there is a requirement. You must recognize what is happening and meet it fully. Half attention will not work. This goes beyond positive thinking or motivation. This reaches into the very framework of your life. Expect movement, expect alignment, expect things to fall into place faster than you imagined. But understand this clearly. It only works if you stay alert. It only works if you respond. Distraction now has a price. Doubt has a price. Delay has a price. Before anything else, act. Press like. This is not about the button. It is a signal. Subscribe, because this message is meant for those positioned to receive it. Comment the number 999. Its meaning will make sense later. If something inside you is stirring, that is your confirmation. Those meant to receive full instructions stay until the end. Time is tightening. Certain doors are already closing. Alignment cannot be postponed without consequence. Hear this clearly. What is about to be revealed will shake your sense of what feels stable and familiar. It will challenge what you believed was safe, yet it will also prepare you for a depth of purpose, authority, and provision you have not yet touched. If you are ready, remain steady. This is not entertainment. This is a warning. This is a summons. This is your moment. God is speaking to you now, chosen one. Humanity lost its way by chasing illusions that promised meaning but delivered emptiness. What once appeared solid slowly led people off course. This moment does not arrive softly. It strikes with force, breaking open assumptions and exposing what was never meant to endure. You have wondered why your path felt heavier than others, why answers seemed delayed, why nights stretched long and burdensome. None of it was wasted. Every question, every tear, every season of endurance prepared you for this encounter. This message is not for the masses. It is intentional. It is specific. It knows your name. You are being called because you can carry what is being released. The weight you sense is real, but it brings freedom. Fear and hope rise together because transformation always demands the surrender of comfort. Many miss the pattern, but you are being positioned to restore it. This calling does not whisper. It interrupts, it rearranges, it unlocks doors you did not know were sealed. Time is accelerating, truth is aligning. Your life was not random rehearsal, it was preparation. As with David before the throne or Esther before the king, the moment arrives suddenly and delay becomes disobedience. The stage is set, the curtain is lifting. What you choose now carries more significance than ever. David did not plan to face a giant that day. He stepped forward because the moment required it, and every unseen battle had trained him for public victory. Esther was positioned for a precise hour. Hesitation would have cost lives. Courage required risk. Silence felt safer, but purpose demanded action. You are standing at your own decisive moment. Everything behind you was training. Everything ahead of you is assignment. The question is not whether you are capable. The question is whether you will move when the moment calls. Will you step forward when delay feels safer? Will you speak when silence feels easier? Will you obey when the cost appears high? The world is shifting faster than certainty can keep pace. You cannot control the movement, but you can stand in rhythm with it. Every pause extends suffering not only for you, but for those connected to your obedience. Feel where you are standing. This edge matters. Fear seeks control, but calling demands motion. The invitation is clear. Doubt is old noise. Hesitation belongs to who you were. What is speaking now cuts through all of it. Reflection has already done its work. The next step is action. Rise into what has been waiting for you. This is the hour to move forward. You must be willing to see clearly where the path bent away from alignment. Humanity learned to celebrate surface wins, hollow milestones, and endless distractions that quiet the soul without ever fulfilling it. What was meant to guide became a detour. Focus shifted toward accumulation and approval, while purpose and alignment were quietly neglected. This is not accusation, it is awakening. Recognition is the doorway back. When you examine your own life, patterns become visible. Decisions driven by fear, compromises that dimmed your intensity, connections and pursuits that slowly pulled you away from who you were meant to become. None of it was wasted. Every misstep carried instruction. Every error became a mirror. Not to condemn you, but to reveal what required correction. This is hidden mercy. What looked like failure was direction in disguise. The moment this becomes clear, guilt loosens its grip. Shame loses authority. Regret no longer writes the story. Stand now in clarity and allow truth to rise. You can see where alignment was lost, and you are ready to recalibrate. This awareness is the crossing point where confusion gives way to authority, where wandering becomes intent. Ional movement. As it is written, arise and shine, for your light has come. What follows will not be subtle. This is not a minor adjustment. It is a reset, a deep realignment that moves through every layer of your life. What once felt immovable will begin to dissolve. What seemed distant will come into focus. You were being trained for this long before you understood it. Every struggle, every heartbreak, every silent cry shaped the strength now required. This is the moment your inner being has been waiting for. If these words carry weight for you, respond with intention. Like and share so it reaches others who need this confirmation. Subscribe and stay connected. In the comments, write 999 or 777 and your city and location. Nothing here is accidental. God sees it. Prepare yourself, because what is unfolding cannot be stopped. This transformation does not negotiate. When divine will moves, resistance only delays what is already set. A new order is forming, and you are not watching from the sidelines. You are within the current. Like a seed that must break open to become a tree, there is no return to who you were. What rises from this will be stronger, clearer, and aligned in a way that lifts not only your life, but every life you touch. This is the beginning of a new era, an age where inner sight outweighs surface noise, where truth cuts through distraction. You will feel stretched, pressed, and called beyond familiar limits. Yet with that pressure comes vision. With that demand comes authority. As with Moses stepping toward the sea before it parted, movement comes first. The path opens after. You are not observing history, you are written into it. Being chosen is not decoration. It is weight and honor together. What has been dormant within you is awakening. Purpose long concealed is rising, waiting for your courage to meet it. This is the moment to step out of uncertainty and stand as light in a shifting world. The resistance you feel is not rejection, it is the tension of expansion. Every growing thing meets pressure at the edge of breakthrough. What you are sensing now is not weakness, it is strength pressing against new boundaries. It was never meant to remain contained. You are outgrowing structures that once held you. That discomfort is sacred. It confirms movement. Your inner being recognizes truth before your mind agrees. That stirring inside you is not anxiety, it is alignment calling you toward what fits. When the world feels chaotic, it is because order is being restored at a level most cannot yet perceive. Disorder comes before clarity. Collapse comes before breakthrough. You were never meant to live small. You were never meant to compress yourself into spaces that required you to dim your light. The people who misunderstood you, the systems that rejected you, the doors that closed unexpectedly were not punishments. They were protection. They were redirection. You were being preserved from paths that would have limited what you carry. Every refusal that confused you was clearing space for a yes that would change everything. Every loss that broke you was making room for what could not arrive while you were still holding on to what was ending. The waiting was not wasted. It was formation. It was strengthening. Look at where you stand now. You are not the same person who began this journey. You have been refined by pressure, tested by seasons that demanded more than you thought you could give. And you endured. You did more than endure. You emerged clearer, steadier, more aligned with truth than ever before. This is why the message reaches you now. It could not have come earlier. You needed to become who you are in this moment to carry what is being released. Timing is never random. When divine movement begins, alignment follows. This is your notice to rise. Focus sharpens. Courage steadies. Faith turns into action. What unfolds next is a crossing, a renewal, a step into something extraordinary. You are not stepping forward unprepared. You have already been equipped. Wisdom, intuition, endurance, and insight were not scheduled for later delivery. They were formed within you through experience and guidance. These are not abstract qualities. They are tools. Discernment to choose with clarity, courage to move when fear appears, compassion to see beyond surface truth, faith to remain steady when the ground shifts. Think about the moments that nearly ended you, the betrayals that shattered trust, the failures that crushed confidence, the losses that left your hands empty. What if none of those moments were meant to destroy you, but to build something that could not be created any other way? What if every wound planted strength? The person you are becoming could not have been shaped in comfort. Ease does not develop endurance. Safety does not produce courage. Certainty does not grow faith. You needed the pressure. You needed the uncertainty. You needed to walk through valleys where light felt distant and hope seemed fragile, because on the other side of those valleys, you emerged carrying something unshakable. Now is the time to use it with authority. Every tool has purpose, and every season prepares for the next. When doubt surfaces, return to what has already been placed within you. True power is not force, it is alignment. When you stand in it, you do not overpower, you illuminate. You are not missing anything required. Nothing essential was withheld. Fear may appear, but it no longer leads. Doubt may speak, but it does not decide. The path opening before you is intentional and guided with precision. Moving from fear into faith is the threshold. Faith is not the absence of uncertainty. It is trust deeper than understanding. When fear rises, let it signal reconnection. Faith turns hesitation into motion, confusion into clarity, resistance into flow. This shift is not about recognition or reward. It is about elevation, a removal of what is superficial so what is essential can stand. Your focus changes. Impact replaces accumulation. Purpose outweighs outcome. Guidance is already speaking through timing, through quiet knowing, through moments that redirect everything. These moments are not accidents. Attention is required. The connection is active. When you listen and respond, alignment sharpens. As alignment deepens, life begins to respond. What once required force starts to move naturally. The outer world reflects the order forming within you. Threads that once strained begin to weave into pattern. You are shaping something meaningful, guided by hands greater than your own. The world is waiting for you, awake, aligned, and fully present. This calling is lived, not imagined. Your light is not meant for applause, it is meant for direction. Your life become a signal for others still searching. Everything has led to this point. Nothing was wasted. Your influence reaches further than you can currently see. Step forward with clarity. Let what was placed within you from the beginning finally rise. Before the transformation settles, everything you believed was solid may be shaken. This is not chaos without purpose. This is a storm that comes only to those marked for elevation. Your pain, your collapse, your seasons of loss were never signs of weakness. They were evidence that something divine was pressing against you, demanding space to emerge. The storm was not sent to destroy you. It was sent to remove what could not continue with you. What breaks now was never meant to remain. Patterns fracture. Comfort dissolves. Familiar ground gives way, not because you failed, but because you outgrew it. Like land cleared by fire before new life takes root, your life is being refined for expansion. You may feel the shaking emotionally, relationally, mentally. Fear rises, anxiety hums, the mind searches for control, but understand this clearly. Awakening is never calm at the beginning. Disorder is the birthplace of power. What feels unstable is divine intelligence rearranging your life around your true assignment. Watch closely. Signs begin to appear. A thought that interrupts you, a meeting that changes direction, a word, a number, a moment that repeats until it demands attention. These are not coincidences, they are signals. Precision is touching your life, guidance is sharpening, intuition is growing louder. Pay attention to what keeps returning. The conversation that circles back to the same truth. The dream that revisits you wit. Small variations. The stranger whose words cut through noise and land exactly where you needed them. The song that plays at the precise moment you ask for clarity. The passage that opens directly to the answer you were hiding from. These moments are not random. They are markers, they are confirmations, they are communication breaking through the ordinary flow of life. When the same message arrives from multiple directions, when the same truth shows up wearing different forms, when the same calling echoes through separate voices, this is not chance. This is convergence. This is alignment accelerating. It is evidence that your perception is sharpening. You are learning to see what was always present, but required awakening to recognize. The current is moving, and it is pulling you forward. Whether you resist or cooperate, your inner state matters. What you carry within determines what can reach you. Noise dulls awareness. Old attachments slow momentum. Release is no longer optional. Fear, regret, self-blame, outdated beliefs must fall away, not as punishment, but as preparation. Chains break, so movement becomes possible. Forgive what needs forgiving, including yourself. What you survived trained you, what wounded you refined discernment, what nearly broke you proved endurance. Nothing was wasted. Every moment expanded your capacity for what comes next. Then the first shifts appear, subtle at first. Doors open slightly, conversations change tone. Opportunities surface where none existed before. These are not the destination, they are confirmation. The movement has begun. Tests may still arise, not to stop you, but to measure readiness. Growth often arrives disguised as challenge before revealing its reward. As momentum builds, patterns become visible. You begin to see how every delay, every detour, every waiting season aligned you for this precise threshold. Timing was never against you, it was shaping you. Awareness expands, responsibility awakens, you feel the weight of impact, the ripple effect of your choices. This is not imagination, this is calling becoming active. Now comes the truth that cannot be softened. You are not brought here to be comforted. Action is no longer optional. Even the smallest step signals alignment. Energy follows movement. Faith becomes visible through motion. Consider this carefully. There are people waiting for what you carry. They do not know you yet. They have not met you yet. But their breakthrough is connected to your obedience. Their freedom is tied to your courage. Their clarity depends on your willingness to step forward and become who you were created to be. This is not pressure meant to overwhelm you. It is truth meant to empower you. You are not walking this path for yourself alone. Your life creates ripples you cannot measure. The decision you make now sends waves far beyond what you can see. The yes you speak in private becomes provision for someone in public. The step you take in faith becomes the open door someone else has been praying for. This is the weight of calling. This is the responsibility of being chosen. It is not a burden designed to crush you. It is an assignment designed to lift you and everyone your life touches. When you rise, others gain permission to rise. When you break free, you reveal that freedom is possible. When you walk in truth, you allow others to stop pretending. Your life was never meant to belong only to you. You were designed for impact that extends beyond your own story. This moment is your invitation to step fully into that design, to stop shrinking, to stop hesitating, to stop waiting for perfect conditions that will never arrive. The conditions are now, the timing is now, the door is open now, and it will not remain open indefinitely. There are seasons for everything, and this is your season. Step through. This is not the end of the storm, it is the center of it. The still point where you realize that what you thought was falling apart was actually opening. And what stands on the other side of this opening has not fully revealed itself yet. Approach with humility and readiness. Speak to God with honesty. Lord, I come before you without disguise. I acknowledge that some of what I followed was misaligned. Some of what I trusted led me astray. I will not hide from this truth. I receive it as mercy. If what I thought was stable is shaking, I will not resist. Correct my vision, realign my heart, refine my mind so truth can settle. I surrender delay. I surrender doubt. I surrender the need to understand before obeying. Prepare me to carry what is unfolding with courage and humility. Let discernment rise where confusion lived. Let obedience replace hesitation. I do not seek to return to who I was. I ask to step fully into who you formed me to become. I am ready. I am listening. I will move. Amen. If you are still here, that matters. Subscribe and stay connected. In the comments, write 999 or 777 and include your city and location. Your interaction ensures this message continues moving. This moment is not here to comfort. Why? Oh, it is here to activate you. Ask yourself, what is the one thing you can no longer delay after hearing this? What step must you take now to meet the calling before you? Everything you have endured has prepared you for this point. Every struggle, every delay, every lesson has built capacity within you. The training is complete. The moment is now. Do not step back. Do not hesitate. Every action you take, every decision you make, moves the current forward. You are ready. You are equipped. You are called. Stand, rise, and step into the destiny that has been awaiting your courage. This is the closing of the circle. What you have sensed building through every word now settles into clarity. The storm does not disappear, but you understand it. You see that it was never sent to end you, only to reveal you. What felt like loss was alignment. What felt like delay was design. What felt like pressure was preparation. You are standing now with vision you did not have before, strength you could not have carried earlier, and awareness that cannot be taken from you. This is the season where faith becomes visible. Not loud, not forced, but steady and embodied. You move differently now. You listen more closely. You choose with intention. The fear that once dictated your steps no longer has authority. It may speak, but it does not lead. You are guided by something deeper, quieter, and far more powerful. What unfolds from here will not always make sense to others. Some will not recognize you. Some will resist the version of you that no longer fits old expectations. Let them. You were not formed for approval. You were formed for impact. Your obedience will open doors you never knock on. Your alignment will place you in rooms you did not request. Your consistency will speak louder than explanation ever could. Remember this moment when things accelerate. Remember it when the path narrows. Remember it when movement demands courage again. You were warned, prepared, and positioned. Nothing about this was accidental. You are not late, you are not behind. You arrived exactly when you were meant to. Carry this with you. Walk forward awake, grounded, and willing. Let your life reflect the truth that awakened you here. The call has been answered. The shift has begun. What comes next unfolds because you chose to stay, to listen, and to move.